subject together, but he was a teacher at the time. Although we do the same subject, same time, but he was teaching at the same time. I bring to you my friend, a long time friend, a man who I have all the confidence in that he is going to do the best job of the Ministry of Education. That me not have a fret about poor people pick me again. Them say poor people fed up. But me not have a fret about poor people pick me again when him take the mantle of education. I bring to you Comrade Damian.
Let the power fall on us, fall on us. Oh, let the power of heaven fall on us. Let the power fall on us. Respect.
One Rasta man, no other.
I want to say a special good night to all the dignitaries on the platform. The candidates for councillors and the candidates for member of parliament. I want to also say thank you to you, the supporters of the People's National Party, for sticking with the People's National Party. When there was a time when everybody thought that we would have been down and out for a very long time, and it is you who stuck to the task that has carried us back to being competitive and being the favorites going into the next election. So personally, I want to thank you for what you have done. Now today, I want to tell you something that I discovered recently. I recognize that slavery ended in Jamaica in 1833. That means that we have almost 8 years before it is 200 years since slavery ended. It means only 2 general election cycle is left before 200 years after slavery ended. Yet we still have most of our people experiencing the realities that existed in slavery. We still have people who can't eat when they're hungry. You know people who, if cash pot not call them number, them can't eat. You have people if dog no follow puss, not dinner no cook. You have people in pain and suffering that is on 6 months waiting list to get health care. Foot broke and set back and have a broke back to fix back. I met a man have 3 strokes, lay down in bed, can't move, can only smile. They don't know what caused the 3 strokes, and them say in 4 months he will see a neurologist. We still have people who don't own the land. The only time they own a piece of land is where they bury. And your biggest party is at night. No money no spend on some people till then dead. And the day before them bury. I don't think that this is what our forefathers meant when they said, we shall overcome. If you meditate on that song, it never said we, it said someday, a period that they could not imagine, which means they were talking to their children. When they say we shall overcome, they were talking about you and me has the possibility to overcome. So when you meditate on what is going on, I decided when I was coming down today that since cartel keep Freedom Street, I'm going to come and give a freedom speech.
Say you come to give the freedom speech. Hey, this man are the teacher, yeah, man. You can't go around the brother. What a guy.
And the freedom speech is going to first start by explaining what are the types of freedom. There are 3 types of freedom. The first freedom, how are you going? Everything good? PMP boss? Alright, cool. We just want to know everything alright. The first freedom is the freedom to dream, and that is God given. What God gives, no man can take away. That is why even the slave could dream he was free. That's why my father say you're dreaming, you're floating on $1,000 bill. That when you're broke, you can dream you're rich. When you're sick, you can dream you're healed. The first freedom is the freedom to dream, and that is God given. The second freedom is the freedom to be. It is that freedom that slavery took away. That you could not be whatever you wanted to be. You couldn't go wherever you wanted to go. And you couldn't do whatever you wanted to do. The freedom to be is God desired. But because God gave human beings choices, they may do things that God don't desire. So the first freedom is the freedom to dream, God given. And the second freedom is the freedom to be. In 1833, we were given the freedom to be. The third freedom is the freedom to achieve, and that is God pleasing. So because we are no longer slaves to be, the system has created a slavery to achieve. We don't have that fundamental freedom to achieve. And it is the duty of the People's National Party to be the revolutionists in that fight for the people to be free to achieve. Hold on, I'm not really talk with music. Them try sue me. You can't sue me. Me a sue him for his suit them when wear. And then suit them look good. And say he can't call Jamaica. Yeah man, hello. So what I say go? I'll spit them style. So what I want to say is that it is our duty as the PNP. And the PNP is the party most likely to fight for that freedom. There is a reason why the first black man to be elected as a prime minister came from the People's National Party. There is a reason why the first woman to be elected prime minister came from the People's National Party. There is a reason why somebody who they could have called market woman led this country from the People's National Party. Indeed, there's a reason why the first man with locks to go in a parliament come from the People's National Party. So when I hear them say JLP have Rasta too, trying to mix up the original with carbon copy. So how are we going to build that freedom. The freedom to achieve starts with education. I said to you, the supporters of the PNP, you can't say power if you don't say knowledge, because knowledge is power. And so that freedom to achieve starts with the PNP's proposal for 1 degree per household. We want in this constituency, but also in this country, an objective of 1 degree in every household. Now some people going to say, boy, we have to start from basic school and primary school. That is acknowledged. Because if a house have a degree, it means that the degree man literate. If a house have a degree, it means him have CXC. He couldn't get to a degree without passing through those progressions. And so we are saying to you that we are tired of seeing people in St. Elizabeth with 10 subject working at Chinaman wholesale. People who should be doctors, they won't lay down because they can't afford university. And so when we get power, the first child in every family to get into the university will receive a scholarship from the government so they can afford their university. So the first child in every family to go to university will be free. They say, how we are going to do that? Well, Michael Manley did make everybody free. So it is in our DNA to ensure the access to university. And the change in our society is dependent on people having that level of degree. The things that affect our country are not seen in the main in households with degrees. The house we have degree is less likely to have children from malnutrition. The house with degree is less likely to need to go doctor and can't afford it. The house with degree is less likely to have people committing murder and other crimes. So if we can get 1 degree in every house, whole heap of problems solved. But they don't want that. Because they want people to clean them toilet and bathe them dog. They want people to believe that if you save 2,000, you can buy a Pro Box in 3 years. Because they don't want people who understand mathematics. And so therefore, we are going for 1 degree per household. To achieve that 1 degree per household, we will ensure that every child in school get 1 lunch per day. Because you have children in school cannot focus because they're hungry. I tell you that I teach mathematics, and when I say the area of a circle is pi r square, some picnic no hear nothing but r square, him only left a pi. If hungry to the point,
He needs some milk.
some picnic no hear nothing but r square, him only left a pi. Him hungry to the point that when you say pie, him say what kind of pie? Pecan pie? Apple pie? What kind of pie? Hershey pie? Him no hear nothing about the R square. What can go so? What can go so?
Yo, only think a lie, man, I tell. You can't focus when you're hungry, you know? There's no way. I'm telling you that right now. You cannot see straight if you're hungry. So if you have children going to school and can't get no food to eat, or proper nutrition to eat, How in God's green earth are they going to function? Jamaica, we have a whole heap of thing to fix. And remember me tell you, this man is on the team for help fix it. Damian Crawford. Me have faith in him, man. Trust me.
So we say 1 meal per child per day in school. And not the different meal where them a disrespect park program children with. That when them give you the meal, you have 1 piece of chicken foot and 2 chopper peas. No consideration for nutrients. And you get it 3 days out of 5 days. And then charge you $100 for it. So already we win labor right. Because they're giving some people $400 a week. We are give them children $400 a day. 1 degree per household. Because of their lack of ability, they will say, how can we afford it? I said to them, how can you afford 3 meals for a man in prison, but you can't afford 1 meal for a youth in school? I want you to meditate on that. That their priority is to take care of you after you have failed, but to do nothing for you in preparation for your future. But I said to you, my comrades, there's no place for the uneducated anymore. Who used to chop bush have been replaced by a reed walker. Who used to mix cement have been replaced by a premix truck. Who used to wash clothes have been replaced by a washing machine. And when I watch National Geography, the lion better teach the cub how to hunt. If he not teach the cub how to hunt, him dead for hungry. But at the same time, the zebra better teach him picnic how to shift. Because if him not know how to shift, the lion will name him. It is our duty as PNP to make sure our children are better than us. That the separation that we have experienced, they don't see it. That we fight for a government that will make it easier for them to make it. Not for bathroom politics, where everything where you get you lose by time you pee or defecate. You can't say do it on mic. But they give you things that once you go to the bathroom, it is gone, food and liquor. I never hear say Michael Manley joke you with the rum and boom. Joke you with the free education. Joke you with Jamal. Joke them with progress. I never hear Michael Manley joke you with bun and cheese. With soup. Joke you with curry cow and box lunch. He said that there are things to move you, like land lease, free education, no bastard law, minimum wage, maternity leave. Now PMP start walk and talk about joke you with 3 grand and 2 grand and 1 grand. And government start to say they do something for people to give them 20 grand one time. And call it tax back or whatever. So the first part of freedom to achieve comes through education. The second freedom to achieve is 1 business per household. I tired to see in a 1 yard 2 sisters have 2 different bars. people corrupt against all them family. No business can build. You know when we start Bvrfam one day, we start study rich people come on rich. I know the rich people splinter up them effort and don't put it in a one accord. We want one business per household. Some people already have them business. All Scotty have to do is to improve it. Some people already make them furniture. They might just want a sander. But when a man come to me and say want to start, it must be into something. You have some people that come for 3-4 start, that a false start, disqualify. Scotty tell me that there's too much empty folk and happen. And in your supermarket, instead of your chicken, them are buy best dressed chicken. So we are going to set up an abattoir in St. Elizabeth, where you can carry a chicken to be killed in the best day, and you carry a chicken to be killed and go into our brand of St. Elizabeth choice, and then we go to the supermarket and say sell our chicken. Support your own and build your own to get one business per household. We're also going to put in this office freezers to make sure that when hurricane come, you just carry a chicken, come put on, and our generator will keep it alright until light come back. How much people lose them chicken because light they gone? And the simple idea of putting in some central storage. When you come sign this, let me give you £40 and if you get back £40, they can't come up with such a simple idea. That's why when me hear them say Andrew Bright, me say like who? Andrew not bright like when me in a 1 grade and them time them be the eagle.
That is funny, honey. That's funny.
Understand?
Oh my God, that is funny.
When we say one business per household is a good program that a youth can understand what it means to own something. You see, them try to trick we all the time until we say those who rich own something. Understand what I just said? I said they tell us that those who rich own something, but the truth is those who own something rich. The first step is not to be rich then you own. The first step is to own and then you become rich. So when we said give a youth a goat, is to teach him the value of ownership. That if he should put in his time and his effort, what he owns will turn. So when the done said labor right, them call me goat man. They don't know maths and they don't know English. Goat man mean I have one goat. That is singular. I have 400. They have to call me goats man, plural. If them not call me goats man, me not answer. Because me not have one goat, I have 400, and it start from 40, and goat dead, and goat thief, and me ball, but I never surrendered because I realize if I can build this business like Grace Kennedy, I can left it to my daughter. But Grace Kennedy is 100-year-old. I can't compare my 2-year-old to 100-year-old. We think is 70-year-old. So some people want to start big so and I realize that most things were big grow. Bob Marley said the biggest man you ever did see was once a baby. So when we say Scotty give them one she goat, it is so that next year it have 6, and next year it have 12, and the next thing you know you have 400, because I start with 40. And the prejudice of this society is that when I get goat, they call me goat man. But when Andrew get donkey, they no call him donkey man. The donkey dead.
That is funny, honey.
The woman run away.
That's funny.
That's how you
Oh
go.
my God, that is funny.
The other thing is to realize the value of entertainment. Don't forget how much time your dance lack off because of state of emergency and curfew. I don't forget in St. James, they had 8 months of state of emergency. No birthday couldn't keep. No round robin couldn't keep. And then when the big dance, when name Sunfest come, them stop state of emergency, keep Sunfest, and then put in back a state of emergency. How can a prejudice like that be forgotten? That for 7 months in a porous could not keep nothing. How can you to catch 2 man kill 5,000? So therefore, the PNP generals are waiting for pull teeth out and mash mouth. Yo, listen for the one upon the parliament, you know. Me I bust the one that I parliament, you
Yo.
But meditate. To facilitate one business per household, whether in entertainment or agriculture or retail or vending, the PNP will implement a trust loan where you start by borrowing 100,000, and if you pay your 100,000, you qualify for 200,000. And when you pay your 200,000, you qualify for 400,000. And every time you pay, that trust is built and you qualify for more. Many people can't get a loan through them now have nothing. Then why me don't need a loan if me rich already? Most people need a loan now have nothing to put up. Because they call you a squatter in the only country where can't deport you. Listen to me.
Yo, the man make too much sense, brother.
So therefore, the second freedom is one business per household. If you believe in the victory, go home tomorrow. Talk to your wife and your husband and your picnic. So what will we do when the PNP come into power? What will be our one business in our household? Why I vex about the Pro Box is that her mind is to just make a skate on it all. She never says save it up and start a business, you know. She never says save it up and buy 2 black and steel. She says save it up and go kill off yourself on the road. Because them now give you no taxi license to run the Pro Box and make a money. So you have to go run from transport. But you don't got no Pro Box because $72,000 can't even buy a hand cat much as a Pro Box. Meditate now. The third freedom is land and home ownership. Now, Mr. Andrew, I walk around and give a house every day. One house. And he give 2. That is the slavery mentality. To give one and say, if the whole want to be, maybe you will get. But in 9 years, then give a 300 house. He said that we need 6,000 house for the poor. If in 9 years he build 300, it will take 200 years to build 6,000. Which one of us will be around in 200 years? Now we have a man like PJ that in 1 year he built 10,000. If he was to give a 1-1 on TV, it would have taken 23 years for PJ give a 1-1 like Andrew. We don't build one house, we build scheme. Apartment. And so the PMP will have a program called Rent to Buy, where you pay rent for the first 6 months and then that rent turn into a mortgage.
Wait, what? Oh, what? Rent to buy? Anybody else excited? Am I the only one? Rent to buy? Let's hear more.
We will have a program called Rent to Buy, where you pay rent for the first 6 months and then that rent turn into a mortgage. That means that with all the lands that are here, the investors can come, but instead of ask you for a salary slip, you prove your ability to pay by paying, and then you move into owning that home.
No, seriously. Am I the only one watching and listening to this carefully? Where's the people in the chat? All 191 of you. Don't tell me say all Laborite watch me. Laborite, tell me say that I don't want a good idea. No, seriously, no. Let us be very, very real, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me, why didn't I think of that? Why did I never think about that? 6 months, you pay your rent. Afterwards, your rent becomes your mortgage. That is absolutely brilliant. No wonder the money never give out them ideas, them. Cause me know say Andrew that run with this, you know. Me know say Andrew that run with this like a film idea. Yo, big up the PMP. Big up the PMP. No one hear that again. Big up the PMP. Wow.
And so the PMP will have a program. You don't build one house, you build scheme. Apartment. And so the PMP will have a program called Rent to Buy, where you pay rent for the first 6 months and then that rent turn into a mortgage. That means that with all the lands that are here, the investors can come, but instead of ask you for a salary slip, you prove your ability to pay by paying, and then you move into owning that home. We're not talking about systems that make people think they might get something free tomorrow and never ever get that something free. So my comrades, what we are fighting for is not power, it's freedom. It is the opportunity for me to say I did something to make my picnic better. And I hear them talk about Damian lose election. Me run one time, me win. Me run the next time, me lose. But Marcus Garvey run election and lose to a man named Seymour. Nobody remember Seymour. But we are trying to now teach Marcus Garvey in school. So when me and Laborite say, me lose 2 times, you don't know maths. Me lose 3 times, you can't count. But if it's 2, the next time won't be 3. And if it's 3, the next time won't be 4. And if it's 4, the next time won't be 5. Because the people's eyes are opening to what is freedom and what is slavery. If we are to give these types of thinking, this type of mindset, this type of movement, we need the seats in St. Elizabeth. We cannot form government if we don't get 2, 3, or 4 in St. Elizabeth. And I can't do nothing but talk if we're not in government. I cannot give the teachers $15 million from their NHT so that they stay in teaching if I'm not in government. I cannot give the teachers a concession pancreas for every 5 years that they stay in the classroom if we're not in government. I cannot extend our school day from 2:30 to 4:30 so we can have homework class and clubs and society if I'm not in government. I cannot build through heart the creative city that the youth them can power in our community and learn things like TikTok and creativity and music if I'm not in government. Robotics, how to use your phone and earn a living, forex trading if I'm not in government. No, none of them. Them support and a bright like our supporter. Then lead and a bright like our leader. And then candidate and a bright like our candidate. That's why we put the X beside the head. And they put it beside the bell. So comrades, I'm going to close by asking you to put real effort in winning the election. I look on the TV the other day. I'm not this, you know. I'm not violate, I'm not chastise.
Look like light chip out again. What go on there, sir? Alexander, with it, big up. Spells, big up. What go on? I like where? What do you did I go there, sir? Are you serious? Look like we're down St. Elizabeth. They call light chip out 2 times down there, you know? Yeah, man, light chip out 2 times down there, man. Wait, are so much people are watching me right now? What? 270? What? This is crazy. I didn't even see that. I didn't even was looking at the numbers. That's crazy. Well, y'all watching and y'all real quiet though. Oh wow. I guess the light went. Let me check his page. Let me check his page real quick. Let me check the brother page. BOJ TV. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta admit, man. We got to admit that Damian Crawford, if you're gonna vote, I mean, Damian Crawford alone, you can vote for him alone, honestly. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as if the light went out on Damian Crawford's speech, because even on the brothers live stream, BOJ TV live, yeah, I mean, and let me make sure that on this recording I put it up. But BOJ TV live, oh wait a minute, I got music. Oh, the music on, okay. BOJ TV live, let me show y'all the page. If you're not familiar with them, make sure you go subscribe. See? Boom, right there. So this is the live that's going on right now, but it's all dark. It look like the light gone down there, man. But I mean, damn, the devil is a liar. Guys, Damian Crawford just dropped a bombshell a while ago in terms of his plan with the houses. You get me? Oh yeah, sabotage, right? But the plan that Damian Crawford has with the houses, guys, that is incredible. I'm not even. Wow, I am.
Trust loan.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. This right here. This idea right here. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Listen to this.
Yo, listen to the one the parliament, you know. Me bust the one that
For all the new person that just came in, listen to this. As you guys probably missed this. This is incredible. This is incredible.
To facilitate one business per household, whether in entertainment, to them now have nothing. So therefore, the second freedom is one business per household. She never says save it up and buy 2 black and steel. She says save it up and go kill off yourself on the road. Because them now give you no taxi license to run the pro box and make a money. So you have to go run from transport. But you don't got no pro box because $72,000 can't even buy a hand cat much as a pro box. Meditate now. The third freedom is land and home ownership.
Listen to this.
Now, Mr. Andrew, I walk around and give a house every day. one house.
People hit the like button and share the live, yeah?
They give 2.
Yeah, man, and subscribe to the platform.
That is a slavery mentality. To give one and say, if the whole want to be, maybe you will get. But in 9 years, then give a 300 house. He said that we need 6,000 house for the poor. If in 9 years he build 300, it will take 200 years to build 6,000. Which one of us will be around in 200 years? Now we have a man like PJ that in 1 year he build 10,000. If he was to give a 1 on TV, it would have taken 23 years for PJ give a 1 like Andrew. We don't build one house, we build scheme. Apartment. And so the PMP will have a program called Rent to Buy, where you pay rent for the first 6 months. And then that rent turn into a mortgage. That means that with all the lands that are here, the investors can come. But instead of ask you for a salary slip, you prove your ability to pay by paying. And then you move into owning that home. We're not talking about systems that make people think they might get something free tomorrow and never ever get that something free. So my comrades, what we are fighting for is not power, it's freedom. It is the opportunity for me to say I did something to make my picnic better. And I hear them talk about Damian lose election. Me run one time, me win. Me run the next time, me lose. But Marcus Garvey run election and lose to a man named Seymour. Nobody remember Seymour. But we are trying to now teach Marcus Garvey in school. So when me a labor writer say, me lose 2 times, you don't know maths. Me lose 3 times, you can't count. But if it's 2, the next time won't be 3. And if it's 3, the next time won't be 4. And if it's 4, the next time won't be 5. Because the people's eyes are opening to what is freedom and what is slavery. If we are to give these types of thinking, this type of mindset, this type of movement, we need the seats in St. Elizabeth. We cannot form government if we don't get 2, 3, or 4 in St. Elizabeth. And I can't do nothing but talk if we're not in government. I cannot give the teachers $15 million from their NHT so that they stay in teaching if I'm not in government. I cannot give the teachers a concession pancreas for every 5 years that they stay in the classroom if we're not in government. I cannot extend our school day from 2:30 to 4:30 so we can have homework class and clubs and society if we're not in government. I cannot build through heart the creative city that the youth them can power in our community and learn things like TikTok and creativity and music if I'm not in government. Robotics, how to use your phone and earn a living, forex trading if I'm not in government.
True that.
No, none of them. Them support and a bright like our supporter. Then lead and a bright like our leader. And then candidate and a bright like our candidate. That's why we put the X beside the head.
Cool, man.
And they put it beside the bell. So comrades, I'm going to close by asking you to put real effort in winning the election. I look on the TV the other day. I'm not this, you know. I'm not violating, I'm not chastising.
People are right there, so it cut off and you know say right now if you look on it, I close them, I close for the life. Watch out. Party them a party, I close them, I close for the life. I don't know what go on. I don't know what go on. Them just sing the party anthem a while ago. See there? Party anthem just sing a while ago. So I guess Damian Crawford are the last one, but I've heard enough from Damian Crawford a while ago, ladies and gentlemen. I am super impressed. I am very confident personally in the PMP carrying out the plans that they said they're going to carry out. And the passion that Damian Crawford has for education, if we should focus on those two things, education and education and agriculture, we can't go wrong. Those two areas are the areas that push productivity. You understand? Education and agriculture is the two areas that push productivity. I'm also impressed with Andre Orton. His brilliance, the way how he analyzes the growth of the economy or economies outside of Jamaica. He understands the industries of the world. He understands how important technology is in our efforts. He understands how important technology is in our efforts to grow Jamaica into the next 25 years. You understand what I'm saying? He really does. So, I mean, I would listen. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm giving you my honest opinion. I am not a PMP. I am not a JLP. I am not none of it. I am a Jamaican, and I'm looking at the two options. Well, I'm looking at all options that we have. The UIC to me is also another option. For some people, they don't think so. But these two parties are the two major parties that actually get the recognition from the people. And for me, guys, honestly, it's a landslide. It is honestly a landslide. Nothing that the JLP is doing, I don't trust them. I do not trust their government. I do not trust the individuals. From the head to the toe of that government, I don't trust those people. And trust is a real factor. When you look at education, look what they did to our education system. They move rural read and the next person come in a passa and bang around. Right? Just the other day, you come out on TikTok, the lady accused Marlon Morgan. Well, she didn't accuse him, she pretty much said that he was the one that was answering to the lady with the $124 million scandal with. So, me not know people. I don't know if it's about this government. This government is unbelievable. You understand? So, I want to thank you guys. This was definitely unexpected. I never expected so much people to get the notification and be over here watching this. Alright, I will be posting this part separately with Damian Crawford because I'm recording it right now. Different from the live stream to post it by itself. So thank you guys for coming, and remember, hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all coming sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard?
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
So there's a way, and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things, but essentially we have a very difficult task ahead of us. But if Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be, because we have a corrupt government.
May God bless the great institutions of the country that keep the society together. May God bless the Integrity Commission that leads the fight against corruption in the land. Because corruption is a scourge against the will of God. And institutions on earth that fight against corruption deserve our full support.
Frederick Douglass boldly said, "Listen and hear me well. A slave who does not fight for his freedom, who refuses to rise against bondage, will remain a slave forever and does not merit concern." He meant that a slave who does not struggle to free himself from slavery will always remain enslaved, and such a person does not deserve any comfort.